Hi, welcome to another episode of Straight Talk with the County Executive, a podcast where we talk all things Cecil, available on Spotify and Cecil County government social media. I'm Cecil County Executive Adam Streight here at the Northeast Library with the Library Director, Rachel Wright. Rachel, welcome. Now we're here at basically what's the crown jewel of the Cecil County Public Library system, the Northeast Library. Tell us about the library and all the exciting things that folks can do here.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me and welcome once again to the Northeast Branch Library. The Northeast is one of 6 branches here in South Cecil County. It is our newest branch. We just celebrated our 5-year anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
Here in Northeast. Thank you. And so here in Northeast, there are many wonderful spaces for the community. I think one of my favorite spaces is on the 2nd floor. It is our town early learning village. So that is a child-sized village for families to come and children can play and learn and engage. It's a wonderful destination for families, especially wonderful when it is very hot outside as it is today. So certainly
Speaking of
welcome
which,
to come.
we have, now that school's out, it's hot, we have a lot of summer programs here at the library. Probably the biggest one is the summer reading program. Tell us about that. Let's talk about that and what families can expect and why they should come here and visit the library during summer reading.
Sure, absolutely. So summer is our busiest season. And so we have summer reading and learning for all ages. And we make it easy for families to come to the library to keep track of their reading and to earn prizes. And why that is so important is we know that children and teens who stay engaged in learning throughout the summer are more prepared and ready to return to school when that time comes. So it's something we call the summer slide, and so by engaging with the library and reading and learning and attending programs, we're doing all that we can to kind of mitigate against that summer slide from happening.
And it makes it a lot more fun than just
and
school,
it's a
right?
lot more fun. So for all ages. So even if your young child is not reading yet, we have a Read to Me program. So again, we're making reading accessible for all ages. This year's theme is Unearth a Story. So all things dinosaurs. So you know kids love dinosaurs. But
Who doesn't love dinosaurs?
Who doesn't love dinosaurs?
I mean,
And then up into our kids, our school age, elementary, and then our teens as well. So we want teens to also be coming to the library. There's a lot of wonderful things for them. They track their reading. You can read whatever you want. We like to make sure that people have choices, and so they're reading what they like, and they're earning prizes and incentives. Free ice cream from various ice cream places around the county.
Oh, you can't beat that. And they don't even have to step away for lunch, right? You provide lunches here.
Absolutely. So part of our summer reading and learning at the library is we work in partnership with Cecil County Public Schools, and so we are serving lunches to youth 18 and under at our Elkton Branch Library and our Northeast Branch Library. That is Monday through Friday from 12 to 12:30, and it is for all youth, and they just show up. You don't have to register, you don't have to sign in. There's nothing difficult about it. You just show up, and it is a hot lunch on Monday through Thursday. It's sides, it's chocolate milk, it's juice. So it's a great way, again, to spend some time at the library this summer.
That sounds like a lot of fun, and it doesn't just have to be kids here, right? Adults can come here and enjoy.
Absolutely. So I'm so glad you asked. So we encourage all of our adults to also join us for summer reading. So we have Literary Journeys this year. It is a passport that encourages adults to also take a reading challenge. Again, it's based on different challenges. People get to select and read whatever they want from our collection at all of our branches, so there's lots to choose from. And it's a wonderful way for adults to also be involved in reading, which is also really great for our youth to see role models and adults in their lives reading as well. So that can be really important.
So while Cecil County Public Library is part of Cecil County government, and we're proud to support the library system, and we do fund the basic functions of the library, a lot of these programs are not paid with public money. They're done by fundraising and generous donations from the community. But to get that money, sometimes you got to do some fun things, right?
We absolutely do.
So this summer, you guys are having the crab crawl, which is something that has been going on for years and is a lot of fun. Let's talk about the crab crawl.
Yes, so our annual crab crawl this year is on Saturday, September 12th. It's in downtown Northeast. So the crab crawl, as you mentioned, talking about donors and sponsorships, this is through our Friends Foundation. So the Friends Foundation is the library's 501c3. Again, they are raising funds to support extra things at the library over and above, of course, what you had mentioned in terms of the county's wonderful support, so thank you for that. So the crab crawl specifically goes a long way to supporting and funding all of the things that we do in the summer. So the great lineup of performers and presenters that come to the county are funded through the Friends Foundation. And so if you want to make sure that we continue to have wonderful presenters and prizes and incentives that keep children and teens excited about reading, going to and supporting the crab crawl is one way to do that. So with your ticket, you are afforded the opportunity to visit 6 restaurants on Main Street in Northeast and get treated to delectable crab dishes. It's a wonderful afternoon. People get friends and family, coworkers together. It's very flexible. You come and go, and you go stay as long as you want at the various restaurants. So it's a great way to support the library and also local businesses here in Northeast.
So books, ice cream, and crabs. What could be more Maryland than that?
Exactly.
That's right, right? So as great as things are here in Northeast, something exciting is coming at the Elkton Library. We might have to wait a little bit for it to be finished, but
Yes.
Let's talk about what's coming for the Elkton Library.
Yeah, so we are very excited to be getting ready to do a significant and complete renovation and expansion of the Elkton Branch Library. So the Elkton Branch has served the Elkton community for close to 40 years.
Wow.
And has done it really well. So it is a community hub. People in Elkton, love their library. They're visiting the library in droves. But after 40 years, the facility needs some attention. And so we're fortunate to have the support of the county, as well as grant funding through the state County Library Capital Grant Program, so that we can make these improvements to the Elkton Branch so that it can continue to serve the community well for the next 40 or 50 years. So in addition to things like it needs a new roof, we have a lot of water infiltration issues, flooding at the courtyard, kind of an unsafe pedestrian access at the front entry. So we'll be making improvements to all of that so that when we do reopen to the public, they will have a facility that is of the 21st century and ready to serve the needs of the community that has obviously changed since the late 80s. We will have a dedicated space for teens, which is wonderful. We have that here in Northeast. We have that in Perryville. We are within walking distance in Elkton of close to 2,000 students.
Wow.
From Gilpin Manor, Elkton Middle, and Elkton High. And so we want to make sure our spaces are welcoming and ready for those students when they come over after school in the summer and on the weekends. So making sure that they have a space for them, giving them access to collections and technology and gaming and computers, and our librarians who are eager to work with the teens.
So
Sure.
So this is going to take, it's going to take a process. Good things come to those that wait, right?
Absolutely.
But in the meantime, we have branches of the library all over the community that would love to see you and to have you visit. And there's a lot of fun and educational things to do. So, while the Elkton Library is closed for renovations, that doesn't mean that your library journey has to end. Come to Northeast, come to Perryville, come to Chesapeake City, that was just newly
Yes,
renovated.
Chesapeake City.
Cecilton. We have lots of places here that can meet your needs. As we close, this is a very exciting year.
Absolutely.
We are celebrating the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States of America. In just a couple days, we're going to mark the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Somebody once called that the greatest breakup letter in the history of the world. Here at the library, for those that really want to reacquaint themselves with the history of America, really the greatest nation the world has ever known, we have those things here. And you brought a book by presidential historian John Meacham and country singer Tim McGraw called Songs of America, Patriotism, Protest, and the Music That Made a Nation. This is just one of probably hundreds of books in Cecil County Public Library where you can learn about the unique history of the United States and what makes us such a great nation. And because everything is local, Cecil County is a very big part in the story of America. What other things do you have here as we celebrate our 250th birthday?
Yeah, so absolutely. So we have a full lineup of programs that you can check out in our library link. That's the library newsletter to support the Maryland 250, America 250 celebration. And one of the reasons why I brought the particular book about music is because we are having a very exciting program at the end of July, July 30th in Elkton, and that is going to be Charlie Zahm. And he will be here and he will be playing and celebrating patriotic music, folk melodies. So that's just one example of the Maryland 250.
That sounds
America
incredible. That sounds like a lot of
programs.
fun.
So they're all in the library link. They're all marked so that you can find them easily with a star so that you know that designates it as a Maryland 250 program. And then, of course, all of our collections. We have collections at all of our branches. So no matter what area of history and what you're looking to learn more about and to celebrate, you'll be able to find it at our library.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Rachel, thank you so very much for joining us. That's it for another episode of Straight Talk with the County Executive, a podcast where we talk all things Cecil, available on Spotify and Cecil County Government social media. I'm Cecil County Executive Adam Streight. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next time, and this summer we'll see you at the library.